We're doing it, friends. We're writing our books this year. We're not holding back anymore. Hello, it has been 8 months, but I'm back and I feel good about being back. Here's the topic of conversation today. We are writing our books in 2023. This is a mini motivational speech, if you will, okay? And this is for me and for you, but it's a lot for me, but it's also for you. Oh, and I have something really, really exciting to share with you guys. Hold on. A tube. No, I'm just kidding. I'll show you this in a minute. For now, let's talk about writing our books for 2023. I don't care if you're writing poetry, I don't care if you're writing nonfiction, self-help, fiction, doesn't matter. We're getting our books written. If you're like me, you have possibly even had a first draft for a while. I have been sitting on my first draft. I'll show you. Okay, maybe showing you was a bad idea because my office space is an absolute disaster right now. She's somewhere here in this pile. Okay, first draft. Well, look at all these pages. Look at all of these beautiful pages of poetry. I've had this first draft printed since like 2018, and that's not even a joke. That is not even a joke. Let me know if you can relate. For a really long time, I was so invested in my coaching business and teaching people. So I kind of let my own creative process, my own creative passions kind of fall to the wayside. But I don't want to hold myself back anymore. I want to be completely committed to my creativity and to who I am as a writer, because that at the end of the day is what I'm incredibly passionate about. So we're writing the books this year. I'm writing my book this year, and I want you to go on this journey with me and also commit to writing your book, because I think that the most special thing that we have as creatives, as writers, is our own unique voices. And what better way to honor who we are as a creative than to share that voice? So let's dive into a couple things that I'm going to do this year to make sure that my book gets written. Number 1, an awesome writing space. A place where I feel comfortable and inspired and good enough to come write my book. She's not perfect right now. We live in a very small apartment. Here, let me give you the tour. Okay, so beautiful blush pink chair. Wouldn't expect anything less from me, right? And, we've got a pretty solid desk. And then some plants and a bookshelf. But overall, she's a pretty tiny, cluttered, uninspiring space. And so something that I really want to make a priority is to have a really good space. And so I think I'm actually going to make a series about this. Let me know if that's something that you're interested in. But I think I'm going to just revamp this whole little writing space that I have and just try to spruce her up a little bit so she's really inspiring and I want to wake up and come here and write and work on my book. If you do not have a writing space currently where you feel inspired and motivated to sit down and write, highly suggest that as number 1. The second thing that we're going to do is eliminate distractions. We do not need other things distracting us from writing our book. What do I mean by this? Distractions could be everywhere. They could mean a million different things. For me, my distractions, social media, TikTok, comparing myself to other writers, prioritizing other creative projects or things I'm excited about over my book when I could be putting that time and energy into something I'm really passionate about. So what I'm going to do, and maybe you want to do this too, is I'm going to create a new daily writing ritual or writing routine for myself. And I haven't decided exactly what that's going to look like yet. I'm not sure if I want to do it in the morning or at night. One of my biggest sources of inspiration, Eric Maisel, he suggests to write first thing in the morning before you journal, before you basically open your eyes, before you eat, before you do yoga, before you meditate, whatever it is you do in the morning. He says to write in the morning. So I might try that. I'm not a morning person. I won't lie to you guys. And I do work a regular 40-hour work week, but I want this book to finally materialize this year. So I'm committed to doing what I have to do. And if that means waking up an extra half hour early so I can get a couple hundred words in or some editing in, I kind of want to do that. Let me know if you're also interested in that part of my journey, my daily writing ritual, and what that's going to look like as I kind of piece that together for myself. If you want to come along on the journey with me and watch me like a really angry person waking up in the morning, let me know. Let me know. Okay, so now we have our really inspiring writing space. We've eliminated distractions, hopefully, and made writing our book a priority. And we also set up a daily routine for ourselves. Cool. We are on track to writing a book, finally, in 2023. New year, new book, baby. The next piece I'm going to give you is less practical and more inspirational. So in your creative process, and I know, as a creative who has been sitting on a draft for years, it can be really, really easy to lose inspiration for something and then never pick it back up again. So when that happens, because it will happen in the creative journey, I need you to remind yourself of the impact that writing this book is going to have on yourself and on others, because that's what's going to keep you going. You are not always going to be fully inspired to write your book. It's just the way of creativity. It ebbs, it flows. We have blocks, we get stuck. Circumstances in life will keep us from moving forward, or we might just feel a little bit off or a little bit different, and that could keep us from feeling inspired. Or maybe we are multi-passionate and we want to work on something else instead. So I want you to give yourself some compassion, some grace, and I want you to remember the impact that this book is going to have. And the next and last thing that we are going to do, maybe not last, okay? There are probably a lot of other steps that I'm missing here, but the last thing I'm going to talk about today is making a vision journal so that you can make a vision board of your book. And I've already done a couple different videos on this, so you can watch them after this one. But sit down, have a little creative ceremony with yourself. Think of any images, colors, feelings that come to mind when you think about your book and what it represents, and then put that on a vision board, put it in a vision journal, and then journal about what this book means to you. Journal about the impact it will have on others and yourself. Journal about why it is so important for you to finally write this book. What is it going to do for you? What is it going to do for the world to finally write this and then eventually publish it? We're doing it, friends. We're writing our books this year. We're not holding back anymore. We have clarity, we have confidence, and we have creativity. And that's all we need to get this book written. All right, so before we go, let me show you what's in the cardboard tube. I am starting an Etsy shop, and by the time you see this video, it may or may not be up. Look at how cute that is. It's a wall hanging. I'm obsessed. I designed this thanks to Canva, and yeah, I'm gonna have shirts, sweatshirts, wall hangings, mugs, potentially candles. We'll see how that works out. But I'm really, really excited about it. And I'm giving this one away. So comment below when you plan on writing your book by. Tell me when you're planning on writing your book. Tell me what your book is gonna be about, and tell me why you're really, really excited about it. And I will choose somebody from the comments to send this awesome wall hanging. And because I'm in a very silly mood today, let me give you a sneak peek of some other things going in the Etsy shop. Like this amazing tote, please. Poetry heels. This sweatshirt that says created to create, because we are. And that's all you get to see. You'll have to wait until the next video.